Hi Leo, welcome into your mid-October 2024 general tarot reading. I hope you're doing absolutely amazing out there. I do feel as if this is going to be a remainder to October for you where you're feeling very intuitive, you're feeling stronger than ever, but needing to heal at certain points, but you're feeling overly serious and wanting to buckle down and continue to or begin cleaning up your life in certain ways. You're wanting to accomplish a ton, at times more than you can or should. And I feel as if this is going to be a huge part of the remainder of October for you and is leading you towards success. With that said and done, to begin your reading, we will continue with the Halloween Oracle because Halloween is around the corner within this period of time for us. And as you know, it is spooky season. To begin, or rather to continue for Leo, the Jack-o'-lantern card, protection, invisibility, talking about authenticity, and the Skull of Darkness, blind spots. And you may want to hop over and view Libra's mid-October general read as well, because this is at the bottom of the deck talking about fortune meets opportunity. And they're saying opportunity meets and leads to fortune. And that was a huge part, was really the main energy in their reading. But beginning with the Jack-o'-lantern card, you really are going to feel this protection coming to be and continue and growing within your life. Now, this coming to be in different forms stemming from spirits, right? It may as well stem from a person or two within your physical world, but you're also feeling quite protective yourself and bold in the midst of which, when it comes to the future of a situation, your status, your reputation in the future of a situation or two, when it comes to something that as well is meant to go the distance. Now, in the last attempt to get your reading done, I did mention for a lot of which onto the reading, there's a situation at hand that you're wrapped up with. I would say even committed to, that you already know partially, if not fully, is temporary. Please remind yourself of this. Keep this in mind when things are not perfect. This feels like it could be where you're living, where you're working, you name it. Okay, but either way, I feel as if they're saying in the midst of which you're protected. All right, there's a light within. If you look at this imagery of the jack-o'-lantern that is shining, it's being expressed, utilized. People are admiring it. People are noticing it even when you don't realize it, even when you don't want to associate with them. It feels like people will be looking at you a lot throughout the remainder of October, because I wouldn't be surprised if even if you're not feeling it in the moment or throughout that period, that day or week, you're looking really good. And there's a sense of you having this quality, mature, bold, serious, but maybe a little bit goofy at certain points, randomly, kind of energy, all right? There's a sense of you being very authentic, and that's going to lead you to and help you gain, even attract in rewards. People are wanting to connect with you in this. Feels like it's a time where you're not really feeling the need or the desire to connect with people a ton. It very much reminds me of last night at my serving job. I just felt like a hermit, right? I did not want to really bond with people. I did initiate at certain points, but it felt more, spiritually connected, guided, and whatnot. But people were drawn to connect with me randomly. And I did not really feel the need to continue that much at all. And at certain points, I really just kind of stood there and let them speak in silence. And this may as well be beneficial for you as people feel the need to, or just end up sharing with you things that you are meant to hear. So don't be surprised when those end up being moments where spirit's guiding people towards you, or they're just naturally flowing towards you, feeling that magnetic draw to you, and then you end up hearing something that will benefit you moving forward. They're saying whether you like what they're having to say or not, but it does feel like you're going to be at certain points slightly, if not fully, vulnerable, and you're going to see benefits from that. There are blind spots in regards to what you foresee, what you expect, and what you wish to see come to be moving forward. And there's going to be a focus upon that. But I want one more before we move on. There's a focus on the number 12. There's also a focus on the time of midnight or around there at certain points. And I feel as if you're going to, yeah, they're saying there's a correlation to, Halloween and whatnot. But I do feel as if you're going to feel something changing, shifting at a certain point or two, different around midnight timings in the remainder of the month. You're going through a shifting type of period for yourself where your desires and needs may change as well. Let's pull some tarot. The way I just felt, okay, it's like spirit pushed it to happen, but I have a oracle deck over here and then the tarot deck over here that I'm using for this set of readings. And I felt this push and pull, this sort of indecisiveness, even though I know I'm going to use both eventually. And so within your knowing, take a deep breath and just trust which one feels better. And when it comes to an option or two in the moment, excuse me, but I also feel as if you need to maybe feel the energy in regards to something that you're meant to associate yourself with in that moment, or two, or maybe choose, or otherwise. What else do we have for Leo? For Leo, money and career is on your mind. Money especially is on your mind. We'll do that mid-month money and career read as well. But the Emperor card and the High Priestess. I was going to say in the beginning of the reading that it's a very spiritually connected time for you. We've already mentioned that at certain points with those three oracles. But I do feel as if there's a High Priestess and an Emperor combined kind of energy about you. If you look closely, neither of which are smiling. And so maybe there's going to be a focus and needs to be a focus on what makes you happy. Smile and get a release and enjoy what's at hand, life in general more so. But either way, I don't feel like it's going to get in the way of what's meant to come to be accomplished, the success that you're meant for at this time and more so moving forward. But it does feel like in certain ways at certain points in the remainder of October, you're finding the time and space, maybe even being gifted that and other tools and assistance, guidance from spirit and your intuition to plan, all right, to get ready for change that lies ahead. It feels like you're maybe at certain points embodying a very, okay, they're saying an Aries, but more so a Taurus kind of energy. Interesting. And they're saying this is why you're feeling ultra grounded in the moment. This is why you're feeling very passionate in the moment. This is why you're feeling very chill. It's as if you're actually bothered at certain points, but you're coming off and feeling unbothered. There's a sense of things getting the best of you in the past, and that's just not the energy you're one with and giving off and just, sitting in throughout this period. Regardless of what's at hand in that moment. It does feel like as well, look at this. That's 3 major arcanas. Again, this is a shifting period for you where change is on the mind. You're continuing to change. This is nothing new. But it is new, if that makes sense. Do you see all the ums coming through? You're needing to recognize that when you're questioning the right wording, when you're questioning that the choice that you just made or the choice that you're about to make, or the intuitive hits coming through, or the spiritual guidance, you have the answers within. You're making the right choices. People talk too much, but at times you do as well. And that's why this silence at certain points, these selective holding back moments, even connecting moments are going to be of significance. They're going to be essential. There's a sense of you at certain points needing to follow your North Star more so and just shift on forward. Okay, shift on forward, my friend. So with that said and done, let's pull a couple of these. The Everyday Witch Tarot? Yeah, the small version. It feels like you're going to be confident in certain ways for the most part, and then there's a sense of you at certain points for whatever reason or reasons, whether it's because of the past and or currently, there's not that full confidence. And I do sense that maybe that does tie into slightly your blind spots that we were speaking upon, that lack of full clarity. And or that lack of complete understanding of why you desire something for somebody, or the complete knowing of what you actually know is going to be best for you. Interesting. The Three of Pentacles. I do feel as if, once again, people are going to be noticing you. People will at times be staring. People will be watching over you and after you, but also wanting to watch you closely. There's a sense of somebody in a work situation very specifically gaining knowledge about the future of whatever's at hand and how that's meant to change, and then you can adapt and shift forward, or maybe avoid that situation at certain points or certain aspects of which very strategically. But I wouldn't be surprised if you're gaining attention in a very positive, beneficial way in that job situation because of one, if not a couple of different authority figures noticing you in a mature, responsible, reliable manner. But I really feel like somebody's gaining quality, beneficial online attention. Your presence is growing. A situation like a platform online is growing. Somebody's business otherwise is growing. Money is coming in throughout the remainder of October, but you're not feeling the need to spend like you once did. And I feel like Spirit's saying, finally, okay, good. Tighten up on the spending. Again, we'll do your money and career read at a later point. But on another note, I know it's not a huge part of this time for you, but the potential of love is on the mind. You're being viewed at as a Knight of Cups, but with a King of Pentacles sort of way of living and shifting on forward, navigating, if you will. The Eight of Wands, doing a lot of talking for some in a situation, but then keeping yourself in your hermit mode, or just bracing the silence more so in another one. Very interesting. But I wouldn't be surprised if the remainder of October is gone with a flash, okay? Or like a flash, gone with the wind is what I'm hearing. Where did time go? And I sense that that's going to benefit you at certain points. Say you're working at a job, or you're not loving the day, the energy, or a situation at hand, and therefore it just kind of speeds on by. But it does feel like the remainder of October as a whole, for the most part, will be moving on quite quickly as things shift for you within and outside of you. But yet again, another major arcana, the Star card. You will be at certain points giving off strong Aquarian energy, being a star in this lifetime in your own individual ways, multiple, okay? Feeling as if, did we already gain an Eight of Cups, or was that the daily? Anyways, I feel as if the number 88 is significant for you. You're going to need to think about what you are going to choose, change within your world along your path moving forward to do what's right for you with the Eight of Cups. What cups have you spilt over in order to shift things, the end game for yourself, rewinding back? Because there's going to be certain changes like that for you moving forward in order to see your dreams, your wishes, your goals come to fruition very, very easily. Things are not going to get in this Leo collective, in these Leo's ways anymore. I really didn't love that wording. Things will not get in your way moving forward, and we're going to make sure of it. Any slip-ups, please move on, okay? Fantastic, good fortune and lucky chances, all right? There's a sense of you gaining fortune at certain points, going back to that Cat card. The Perfect Knight. It really reminds me of that Midnight card, all right? Trinket 5, manifesting money and income. We spoke upon that. And powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal energy. Absolutely beautiful. So if this was truly helpful, Leo, I'm sending you so much love and light.